Jack Doherty's empire is falling apart. His OnlyFans agency isn't just losing money, it's on the verge of being banned entirely. And if things keep spiraling like this, Jack could soon be facing something much worse than a lawsuit or a fine. He could be looking at probation, criminal charges, and the total destruction of his online career. As most of you already know, Jack's legal situation has been getting worse by the day. But now, it's reached a point where his entire brand could collapse.
People dislike how they promote themselves, as they essentially paddle this adult content straight to kids. And it's very clear by the way they market themselves. A little bit of a stretch though, but the dude did call him out for being soulless.
Authorities are investigating his business, fans are turning against him, and even the people closest to him. The girls who helped build his OnlyFans agency are walking away one by one.
She really wants to get back at him, and she's really mad about that. It's simple. It's so easy to get a restraining order right now based on just these activities.
And what's even crazier, it's not just the lawsuits and arrests. There are now serious allegations that Jack's agency might be promoting adult content to minors. Yeah, you heard that right. Not just shady marketing, but potentially criminal behavior that could end everything for him. It all started when McKinley, one of Jack's former associates, dropped what she called proof that his agency has been running illegal promotions and exploiting young girls. According to her, Child Protective Services has even been contacted to open another round of questioning with Jack. If the investigation goes through, and if the claims hold up, Jack could face strict probation, the kind that could force him to shut down his agency for good. And judging by how angry McKinley seems, this might not just be about justice, it might be about revenge. She's furious, and she's out for payback. Based on the evidence she's released, experts are already saying this could easily lead to a restraining order, or even worse, more criminal charges. But before we go any deeper, let's rewind a bit. Because a lot of Jack's current mess comes from the way he talks about women, specifically the girls who work for him. During an interview, Jack was asked whether he'd ever date or marry an OnlyFans creator.
Would you date a girl that did OnlyFans?
I gotta just be the breadwinner. I don't know, I feel weird.
A lot of these OnlyFans chicks are rich, right?
They are.
You wouldn't marry though. Like, you're not marrying an OnlyFans.
I mean, maybe I would have, but like at this point, like it's probably not worth it. Like, you know?
Well, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd marry a OnlyFans girl now. You know, there's no point.
Translation? He'll use them for money, but never respect them as equals. And that's exactly what critics have been saying for months, that Jack doesn't see these women as partners, but as products. Employees. Assets for clout. Multiple creators have claimed he treats the girls in his agency terribly, humiliating them on live streams, yelling at them, and making them uncomfortable just for content. And if any of those girls decide to speak up publicly or in court, that could add fuel to the growing list of legal problems surrounding him. Then there's the financial side. Reports claim that Jack hasn't been paying his agency models their full shares, sometimes not paying them at all. Think about that for a second. These women are the reason his agency even exists. They brought in the revenue. They did the work, and now they're leaving him one after another. We saw it with McKinley, and now we're seeing it with Christie too. The agency that once made Jack millions is crumbling from the inside out. What was once a flashy business model is now just a shady, collapsing operation with zero credibility.
The difference between me and other people are that they spew lies, and I actually spoke the truth with proof, evidence, and all that stuff. So I don't care about what anyone has to say. They're just lying, liars.
And it's not just internal chaos anymore. The authorities are now fully watching. Legal reports are piling up, and word is spreading that Jack's agency has violated multiple state and federal laws. If investigators find proof that underage girls were involved in any way, it's over. Not just for his company, for Jack himself.
I think the Florida crimes he just committed makes the perfect legal basis for a restraining order. At a very bare minimum, McKinley could hit him with a restraining order.
Even YouTuber Atosi spoke up about this, explaining that the combination of Florida's charges and the ongoing investigation could easily destroy what's left of Jack's career. Let's break it down. Right now, Jack Doherty is facing 3 major charges in Florida. Possession of controlled substances, which could get him 5 years. Possession of under 20 grams of marijuana, a first-degree misdemeanor with another potential year in jail. And resisting an officer without violence, another charge that carries up to a year. Altogether, if things go badly, Jack could face up to 7 years in prison. Now, realistically, it's unlikely he'll serve that much time. Since he's probably a first-time offender, probation is the most likely outcome. But here's the twist. If he's placed on probation, he can't run a controversial business like his OnlyFans agency.
You walk away from me. How can I walk away from you? That's what I'm saying. Like, all you have one job is just to follow me.
No, I'm not gonna.
True.
That alone could shut it down completely. And even if the agency somehow stays open, his image is beyond repair. The public perception has flipped completely. What used to be young rich influencer is now walking scandal. Everywhere he goes, people are confronting him, mocking him, and calling him out in public. The comments online say it all. This just proves that all you need is money, and women will still hang around you. Jack is the most feminine man I've ever seen. He's a brat, a punk, and yet somehow he still gets girls. Women nowadays have no shame. Another comment reads, Jack Doherty is the worst influencer in history. I truly can't stand him. And one more adds, when he hits his 30s and 40s, this lifestyle won't work anymore. He'll be broke and living with his parents again. The internet's patience with Jack is gone. His streams are being mass reported. His brand deals are drying up. And with child services involved and authorities looking into possible exploitation, Jack Doherty's empire is hanging by a thread. So here's where things stand. If the allegations of exploiting women, non-payment, and potentially targeting minors are proven true, Jack won't just face a fine. He could face a permanent ban from OnlyFans, a lengthy probation, and a ruined reputation that no amount of clout can fix.
People dislike how they promote themselves as they essentially paddle this adult content straight to kids. And it's very clear by the way they market themselves. A little bit of a stretch though, but the dude did call him out for being soulless, and now they were arrested for filming a gambling promotion in the middle of the street. He was breaking the law while in possession of things that he shouldn't have, so he was being a complete moron. But with him, that's nothing new, because his entire life is kind of like a skill issue. And currently, he's now facing 7 years in prison. So Jack Doherty just got hit with 3 separate charges in Florida, and the max penalties are worse than what people think, because he's facing a felony for possession of controlled substances, which alone can carry 5 years in prison. Then he has possession of under 20 G's of that Bob Marley special, which is a first-degree misdemeanor worth up to 1 year in jail. And then on top of that, he's being charged with resisting an officer without violence, which is another possible year. So altogether stacked, he's technically looking at up to 7 years behind bars in an absolute worst-case scenario. Realistically, though, he probably won't see anything near this because, from what I can tell, he's a first-time offender, so he'll probably just end up getting probation or some sort of diversion.
At this point, even his diehard fans are starting to realize that Jack Doherty isn't just reckless. He's dangerous to himself and everyone around him. He's burned too many bridges, broken too many rules, and turned too many people against him. So yeah, Jack Doherty isn't just in trouble. He's in freefall. His agency is collapsing, his legal team is scrambling, and the walls are closing in fast. And if this downward spiral continues, Jack might not just lose his company. He might lose his freedom too. So what do you think? Should Jack Doherty finally face serious punishment for everything he's done? Or is this just another case of internet drama gone too far? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because this story is far from over.